Hello everyone and welcome back to the Atlassian Community Roundup for the month of June. We've got a dynamite edition ahead, so let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Okay, kicking things off, technically this showed up when I was looking for trending discussions, but I felt it was important to include first. Atlassian has released a security announcement as a discussion about the fact that there are phishing emails targeting Atlassian customers. Taking a quick look through this, it looks as though they're using spoofed headers to fake what looks like an email from Atlassian, taking you to a link for you to enter your credentials. Please, please, please be careful when you're seeing these sorts of things, and make sure to verify this through another legitimate source before just clicking on a link and providing your credentials. That being said, please go check this out and see what you need to do to be aware of protecting yourself as well as your company. If you think you have entered your credentials through one of these emails, please consider going and changing your password immediately so that you can help keep yourself protected. Enough with the security ramble. Moving on, the community release notes have gone out and there's some cool new updates. Some changes to the way that tags work, so existing tags can be used. Going forward, new tags will require a community manager or community leader to create, so Monique has provided the email address for community managers if there is a new tag that you would like in order to tag your content. Otherwise, make use of the tags that are there to help make finding your content easier. Related to that, at the bottom is the Ocean Devotion challenge that happened, where on, I believe it was June 7th or June 8th, likes within the community helped to remove pounds of garbage from the ocean. Their goal was 5,000 pounds or 5,000 likes. They got over 7,000 likes on there, and over 7,000 pounds of garbage has been removed, so congratulations to everyone who helped participate into this. Go check out this article because there are some top contributors called out specifically, and congratulations to them for really putting in the extra effort here. And be sure to keep an eye out for a round 2 of planting trees. That should be, I believe, the contest for where they're going to be planting the trees should be live as of this video being released. And then the date at which the likes will happen should be announced shortly, so keep an eye out for that. Next up, save the date. Jira Day is coming back to Poland. This was a thing that happened last year. They're coming back again for 2023. If you are going to be in or around the Poland area, and specifically, I believe it's Krakow, October 17th and 18th, you might want to consider checking out Jira Day as a part of that. Next up, I know we've talked about the fact that the Atlassian University team has drastically reduced the cost of training, and I thought it was worth an additional shout out because it's $39 US for courses, and that was their existing library. But as they have started pointing out, there are now new courses being added that are also just $39. I'm personally working through advanced assets for Jira Service Management, so go check out the library and see if there's something new that you might be interested in for a much more palatable price. If you missed QuizWiz the first time around, don't watch the first episode. That was my embarrassing run. But Season 2 is back, and this time it is tag team battles where there are partners working together, all to claim the title. So be sure to check out this article. Go follow the YouTube channel for it, and tune in every time they have another battle happen. It's a lot of fun. It's all really fun to watch, so please go and check it out. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Raising a Teenager is a collection of articles that Walter's been putting together. I believe the first one was back in November of 2021. These are awesome. I love reading every single one of these. And while I don't have a teenager yet, my 2 little ones, I am definitely taking notes on for things to keep in mind in the future. It's a really good read. Be sure to go through and check it out. Agile concepts being used in home life. I absolutely love that sort of thing. Next up, Peter has shared a couple now, and this is the first of them. Games that you can play to help with team building. When I saw Pandemic, I got a little bit of a cold chill, but after reading through this, he's absolutely right. This game is really good for an icebreaker for getting a team to get together and know one another. If you check in the comments of this, he's also posted the second one he's written of this. It's really interesting. Something to keep in mind that might help your own team. Go read it. Next up, and finally for our announcements and highlights, if you missed the massive Atlas Connecting the Dots event, I believe there were 27 Atlassian community chapters from around the world that all gathered together. I believe the highest live count was 126 attendees. It was absolutely massive. One of the biggest events that you will see this year. All about learning everything that's going on with Atlas. So if you missed out, I'm sorry you weren't there to take part, but there is a YouTube recording of it. If you want to know more about Atlas, I highly recommend you watch this. It's definitely worthwhile. There's a lot of great content in there, so go check it out. Okay, moving right along into our new features and product updates. First off, the Atlassian team is ending support for the older versions of the Jira and Confluence cloud migration assistance. I highly recommend you read through this and make sure that you are on a supported version, because we all know that the end of life for server is coming soon, and I know the people that are working tirelessly at trying to complete cloud migrations are going to want to make sure that they are testing with a supported version. Next up, there is an updated admin interface coming for Trello Enterprise. If you want to see all the new UI changes that are going to be coming, go read this. There's a link to their blog with more details as well. I encourage you to check it out. Azure AD for nested groups is now GA, and reading through this, I would say this looks as though it's going to be the first step forward in allowing nested groups for identity providers in general. It looks as though Azure AD is going to be the first. There is a link in here to more details about how you enable this integration. If you have been waiting for nested group support, I highly recommend you check this out because it might not be quite what you're expecting. So you'll want to be sure that you have things all set up to work with this integration the way it's been designed. Next up, the parent field in company managed projects. So I think we all know that the parent link and the epic link have been a little confusing in the past. You're not sure which one you should be using, when you should be using it. They are now going to be deprecating those in favor of just a parent field. So this will be the parent object of a story being an epic, or things that go above that for advanced roadmaps, being whatever that hierarchy is. You're using a single parent field now going forward. I'd recommend going here and checking out how this might affect you going forward and what changes you might want to make to start using this as the new method for referencing the parent of your current object. Next up, this one I think is the one I'm most excited about, and it seems like such a minor change, but Confluence now supports assigning or transferring ownership of pages. And I know that sounds very small, but it's extremely helpful when someone leaves the company and they have been the owner of pages that have been locked down. It's always been a little frustrating as an admin to have to go and find them and then give the appropriate permissions for other people to be able to access them. Being able to just transfer the ownership is a huge win for me. I am super excited about this one. Next up, Jira Product Discovery. It's the new kid on the block, and I know that I personally am just starting to dive in and learn all about it. This is a great article getting you to understand the different types of users within product discovery. If you are just getting into it like myself, read through this. Understanding the difference between creators, contributors, and stakeholders is going to be something very beneficial for you. And then finally, back to Atlas. You have asked for it. They have listened. You are now able to connect your projects and goals to Microsoft Teams channels. So it's not just Slack that's being supported now. Microsoft Teams is also supported. Go check out the link to figure out how to configure that. For anyone using Microsoft Teams, this is a huge win. As always, I also highly recommend that you check out the questions left in the cold, the trending discussions, and our automation corner for more content. And that's all we have for this month. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed putting it together for you. And for all of my fellow Canadians out there, happy Canada Day. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead of you, and we'll see you back here in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.